the rising costs and stresses of city life, many people yearn to escape the urban rat race, live peacefully out in nature, and get off the expensive grid. It's not as easy as it seems, though. In fact, it can be quite daunting. So the reality TV series Homestead Rescue was designed to help those attempting to or struggling to survive off the land. The series premiered on Discovery Channel on the 17th of June 2016 and is still going strongly in its 11th season. Because of a lawsuit filed against the producers of Homestead Rescue, many people are assuming that the series is staged and completely fictitious. As with many other reality TV shows, the question has arisen as to how real the series actually is. Granted that it's acceptable that a portion of every reality show is probably scripted, but the question remains, how much is authentic and how much is fabricated? Here we will endeavor to unravel this particular query. The slogan for Homestead Rescue, "When homesteading dreams become nightmares, the Raneys are here to help," has been viewed across many countries. Called Wild Family Rescue in South Africa, Home Rescue in Germany, and Vida Remota in Brazil, it still showcases just how challenging it is to live a self-sustainable life in a remote area. At times, one is beset by natural disasters, food shortages, and confrontations with snakes and predators such as bears and mountain lions. The Raneys step in to share their expertise in survival skills, building, and various aspects of farming with homesteaders, assisting them to develop a more resilient and robust, self-reliant way of life. The family is headed by Marty Rainey, the host and producer of the show, and features his two offspring, Misty and Matt. Marty was born in North Bend, Washington State on the 16th of October 1957, left home when he was 16, moved to Alaska, and married in 1974. He and his wife Molly created and to this day enjoy a rugged lifestyle without modern conveniences. The couple currently live on a relatively remote 40-acre homestead in Haines and have been through thick and thin together. Marty has had a lifetime of adventurous experiences, including working as a logger in the icy cold Alaskan woods in the 1970s. Misty is a farmer, and Matt a hunter and fisherman. Misty married Micaiah Bilodeau, and they have one child. Micaiah and Molly decided not to take part in the show, as did Marty's other two children, Miles and Melanie. Matt's wife, Katie, has appeared on the show, and the couple have a son named Indy and daughter Ruby. Marty has featured and been involved in many Alaskan films and documentaries as a guide, soundman, musician, and cameraman. For example, National Geographic's channel's Ultimate Survival Alaska 2013, Climb Against the Odds, and An Idiot Abroad. He was the first person to summit Denali with a guitar, which culminated in this prototype, capable of withstanding challenging conditions, being reproduced by the Martin Guitar Company. Marty also built a guitar in the shape of Alaska. Denali, which he's climbed many times, is the highest mountain peak in North America with a summit elevation of 20,310 feet, and Marty, Molly, and their 4 children also achieved the accolade of being the only family to have climbed the peak together. The versatile Marty, who in addition to all of his achievements, has built his own home and many others with logs and stones, also produced a spin-off series entitled Homestead Rescue Rainey Ranch, which premiered in October 2020 on the Discovery Channel. Furthermore, he's the author of Homestead Survival, an insider's guide to your great escape. His slogan on his website boasts, "Some people have an adventure of a lifetime. In Alaska, I've had a lifetime of adventure." A couple named Kimberly and Josh Zabec featured in the second episode of Season 1 of Homestead Rescue, entitled Under Siege. The Raneys had flown to Virginia to aid the Zabecs because pigs had ruined a portion of their land. Later, the Zabecs claimed that the show depicted them as being unskilled and appearing as though they didn't know what they were doing on the farm. After receiving criticism and derogatory comments from the public, they took the production company to task by filing a lawsuit against them, stating that they were misrepresented and that the show isn't even close to reality. They maintained that they're running a successful homestead and that they were originally approached to be part of a show portraying accomplished homesteaders, not the way they were shown up as struggling. Granted, the production company had told them that they wanted to add some drama, and Kim and Josh had approved that, but were mortified when they had taken it as far as they had. Let's find out a little more about the Zabecs. Kimberly and Josh have known each other since the age of 6. The couple had seen an advert for a land sale in Kinsale, Virginia on Craigslist, and as the land was so much cheaper than in Maryland, jumped at the chance. They called their 20-acre homestead Revolutionary Roots Farm, as where they began in April 2014 knew nothing about farming. Initially, the land was thickly forested, with no structures, and Josh and Kim would come on weekends and clear parts of the land using a chainsaw. They built a cabin hauling pallets through the woods, and little by little their farm took shape. They went through some hard times and often felt like giving up, but have acknowledged that they've learned a lot. They've raised pigs, using them to clear tracts of land, as well as chickens, ducks, turkeys, rabbits, geese, cows, and goats. In 2015, Kimberly won the contest I Am a Modern Farmer and declared that she considered herself as such as they make their own non-GMO animal feed. Throughout the debacle and the legal proceedings, Kim had nothing but compliments about Marty, saying that he was a hardworking, genuine guy with a passion to share his knowledge and help others live off the land. Marty stated that his experience with Kim was amazing and was pleased that she hadn't said anything derogatory about him. And likewise, he has nothing to say bad about the Zabecs. No one knows the verdict of the lawsuit, as it was kept under wraps and never publicized, although it was speculated that the case was dismissed due to a lack of evidence. However, the Zabecs still bear the brunt of the backlash resulting from the show and continue to receive negative comments. They used to post regularly on their Facebook page, which has almost 2,000 followers, but the last post on the 28th of March 2021 states, "I stopped posting because of all the mean hate messages I get. I truly miss sharing my life sometimes, but it was getting out of control." Kim had created an impassioned video, first posted on the 25th of June 2016, lamenting that she'd been crying all night and stated, "My emotions are ranging from disgust to sadness to anger. I'm appalled at the way we are being attacked." She again pinned the video to the top of their Facebook page on the 17th of July 2016, saying that she could tell when their episode airs because she receives ignorant messages, and hopefully more people will take the time to see the real truth. Most people who commented voiced their support and appreciation of the Zabecs and Revolutionary Roots Farm. In the video, she attempted to make right the wrongs she felt they'd been dished out as a result of the Homestead Rescue screening. She stressed that the pigs on their property were not left to roam without shelter, but that they had huts dotted all over, with automatic waterers close by, adding that their intention was for the pigs to tear up the land. She also made it clear that their animals are thriving, happy and healthy, and that only one pig had had one batch of stillborn piglets. Their chickens roam free and only go into the coop at night, so felt that the production company had overplayed the situation by far, and that they'd never before seen the dead chickens that were shown on TV, and that they certainly didn't belong to them. She pleaded, "Please do your research before attacking someone online." Kim still updates her Instagram page, which has over 25,500 followers, and it's obvious that she's passionate about animals, with her handle there being Mother of Cows. She also has a private TikTok profile. So the question of whether or not Homestead Rescue is authentic has not actually been answered. The Zabecs lawsuit spurred others to come forward with their stories. Another couple, Raney and Rainey, who appeared in season 2, initially said that they'd never considered being on the show, but then they received a message on Instagram for a casting call, and after some research decided to go for it. They'd been struggling with mold issues in their yurt, and their health was being affected. On the whole, they were happy about how their homestead was shown, but as they shared with the Ozark Country Times, certain things were exaggerated. For example, the mold shown on screen was actually soot from the stovepipe. Also, some things were left out, such as the fact that the new log cabin wasn't built by the Raneys, but by another company called Stick and Stones, run by a pastor, with the help of a community of homesteaders from his church. Even though hundreds of hours of footage were filmed, and it did create a bit of stress having the film crews around, on the whole, Brett and Annie were happy with the outcome and only had good things to say about Marty and the Raneys. When watching the episode for the first time, they were relieved, as they were worried that the producers had downplayed the couple's competence after hearing about others having been poorly portrayed. But that didn't happen in their case. They were delighted that the episode had left them with some good memories, some great drone shots, and the Raneys had definitely helped improve their homestead and their lives. Other families were generally happy with the results of their part in the series, such as the Raines from Laurel County, Kentucky, and the Condash family from Klamath County, Oregon. The latter, in fact, praised the show highly. They'd found living off the grid far more difficult than anticipated and had been saved from bankruptcy by the Raneys, which has led to their mill operating successfully to this day. In the preview to Season 9 aired in May 2021, the Raney house was shown going up in flames. However, the first episode never showed anything of the sort, so the public were outraged and social media buzzed with criticism. Secondly, for all the compliments Marty receives for sharing his acumen and having his heart in the right place, someone just had to dig up some dirt. Marty had released an album called Strum It from the Summit in 1997. The debacle about a song entitled Adam and Steve, featured on the album, raised its ugly head as a result of Deadline publishing an article in 2020, and Marty was highly criticized because the track mocked homosexuality. Marty never responded, but Discovery Channel wrote a polite statement saying that the song does not reflect the show nor the network's values, and the song was removed from Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify, and Google Play. No matter what allegations were made against Homestead Rescue, it still remains a popular show with an 8 out of 10 rating on IMDb and sports almost 170,000 followers on Facebook. The popularity of the show could be attributed to the fact that it's spearheaded by the likable, adventurous Marty Rainey, who is high up on the popularity ratings with a large number of followers on Instagram, more than 38,000, and 115,000 on Facebook. Whatever negative publicity was created by the lawsuit hasn't had an adverse effect on Homestead Rescue. It's obvious that people contemplating the big step of living in the wild, and some who are already there, need guidance and help to create new lives so different from those that modern urban living provides. Or is it possible that the producers learned from their mistakes early on in the day and have taken care not to misrepresent others? Either way, Homestead Rescue continues unhindered and provides people with valuable insights to life off the grid. In the end, that's what matters most. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.